Hi, my name is Ulrika Lewinsky, and I'm the Senior Product Manager for the Progressive Delivery Group under the release stage here at GitLab. Today, I want to walk through some of the really exciting content that we have planned for the 13.5 release. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and let's get started. So as always, if you want to walk through and see what we have planned, you can check out the issue on the Progressive Delivery Group project, issue number 13. It's called PD 13.5 planning issue. And I'm going to scroll down to our deliverables. So one of the first things that we're going to be working on is a template for deploying to AWS EC2. Previously, we developed and delivered the option to deploy to ECS and to Fairgate, and even connected it to Auto DevOps. And this is, again, the same systematic way. We're going to provide a full GitLab CI YAML file that does deployment to EC2. And in the next release or so, we will also connect this to Auto DevOps. So this expands the deployment targets that you can deploy to using GitLab. The next issue that I'm really excited to talk about is automatic rollback in case of failure. So we, in the previous milestone, we delivered the option to view alerts on the environments page. And what this does is, in case there's a critical alert that you can find on your deployment, this will do an automatic rollback. So there's going to be a new setting that can be selected, whether or not you want to choose this option to automatically roll back in case of an error. But if there's a critical error and you select this option, the deployment will roll back to the previously last successful deployment. So this is really exciting as we're introducing more opportunities for automation on your pipelines and making sure that when something goes wrong, you have an easy way to roll back and make sure that you don't have a lot of interference or problems in your current production. So really excited to hear any feedback that you have on this issue as well. The next issue that I want to talk about is a small one, create job stop ECS review apps. So as I mentioned before, we added the option to deploy to ECS using Auto DevOps. However, we did not have an auto stop option for those review apps. So this is what we're adding in this milestone. And the next one is API support for forward deployment enabled. So in a few milestones ago, we added the option to make sure that you are always on the current deployment. So it skips outdated deployments and makes sure that you're on the latest one. And this is supported via a setting in the UI. And we had a request here to add additional support through API, and this is what we're going to do here on this issue. So excited to be enabling this for other use cases. Also, doing it only through the UI makes you go through each project and select that one by one. API support allows you to create a script and potentially use this automatically or many at one time. And last but not least, we're adding documentation for CI/CD using GitLab CI to Amazon S3. So this is not yet providing an S3 template, but it is an addition to our documentation to explain how you can deploy to S3. So it's one step before we actually add the template, which is planned. So I'm really excited to see this release be delivered. I'm excited to hear any feedback that you have. As always, you can either ping me on the issues themselves or contact me at ulrika.lewinsky@gitlab.com, and I'll see you at the next release.